What's up, everybody? It's been a week. I've had a nice solid week off, enjoying the work life, the traditional work life, and some anticipation for what is to come tonight, Game 1 of the NBA Finals. This is kind of what we've been waiting for. Cleveland motherfucking Cavaliers, obviously. Golden State Warriors, obviously. This isn't even the breakdown show, though. This is the Daily Wager. But I figured I would wait until today to do it because there's no reason to put your fucking bets in earlier. You never know what's going to happen. Before that, Kevin Durant could sprain a nutsack. Anything could really go wrong for anybody. But with no further ado, this is the Daily Wager for June 1st, 2017. To me, this is going to be a fantastic series. I don't know how long it's going to go. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but it's going to be a pretty awesome series otherwise. Just in general. So many interesting storylines here. We have, obviously, the three-match, 3 straight years. We have LeBron. Can he upset the super team? We have the super team, Kevin Durant, going to the Warriors. We have the redemption of the greatest regular season team of all time, the 73-win team that went on to lose the finals. And this is their redemption year. We have all these stories going on. We have the late pickup of new pieces for Cleveland. We have the monster playoffs for LeBron James. We have the monster playoffs for Steph Curry. We've got sort of a chess match we're probably going to see as far as who is going to guard who in given situations and what type of lineups we're going to see. It's probably going to be different lineups than we've seen for the entire year for either of these teams. The Warriors might have trouble playing their bigs. And so might the Cavs. Honestly, the Cavs might have to choose between Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson for a good amount of the series just because they don't have anybody. Those two are going to be, liabilities unless the Warriors play two bigs, which obviously they're not going to do. It's not their game plan ever. And it's definitely not going to be their game plan right now. So as far as a wagering factor is concerned, let's take a look at some shit here. All right, NBA series prices. I like this one a lot, honestly. This is probably my favorite pick. My favorite bet of any of the bets, I would say, is this one here. It's the Golden State Warriors series price. They're going to be a minus 265, and I'm looking at a plus 225 for the Cavaliers. I thought going into the series that this was going to be, the Warriors would be either a minus 400 or a minus 500. I thought that they were going to be a clear favorites, 12-0 so far in the playoffs. I mean, that's unprecedented. Well, yeah, it actually is unprecedented, but just an incredible team this is. I think the people that feel like the Cavs are going to be successful in this series have had a little bit too much time to think about it. And those same people might be the Cavs. I think the Cavs have a really good shot to win tonight, Game 1. I think that their Games 2 is going to be damn near impossible for the Cavs to win. Unless they get smoked tonight. If they get smoked tonight, then they could possibly have an advantage by making a change. But if they're even competitive tonight, or if they win tonight, they have no shot Game 2. Game 3 and 4 are probably going to be the most interesting in the series because obviously they're going to be back in Cleveland, and the Warriors being the better team, the slightly better team, that should make those a few interesting games. I think they probably get some sort of a split situation in Cleveland. I have no idea what they do here. If it's a 2-0 or if it's a 1-1. I think it's probably a 2-0 here, but it's difficult for me to tell for sure. But minus 265, excuse me for that. Minus 265 sounds pretty fucking awesome for the Warriors series win. I don't see I will be rooting for the Cavaliers for sure. Super fucking fun team. I hate that Kevin Durant went to the Warriors. I would love to see LeBron crush these guys. even after he did the whole superhero fucking go to Miami, South Beach thing. I would love to see him crush these guys. That would be the great, great narrative. Then we would get to talk a lot about the LeBron versus Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, circumstance. Fantastic series, though. Go ahead and put down, for sure on paper, minus 265, Golden State Warriors. As far as tonight, though, how about this? Tonight's game 1, we have Golden State at a minus 310, what I'm looking at, and we have the Cavaliers at a plus 265. Tonight, I think that should be closer to like a 180, 160 with the amount of rest that both teams obviously have. I think that the rest is actually bad for the Warriors because they're a shooting team. We kind of saw a couple of times in game ones after they had rest during these playoffs that they were missing on passes. They were doing, turning the ball over a little bit more than they do normally. And maybe their shot was off. Klay Thompson hasn't shot well for the majority of the postseason. Steph Curry has. Kevin Durant has. But Durant's game has mainly been in the mid-post or mid-range, actually. The Cleveland Cavaliers, on the other hand, play really well with rest. They're a team that actually seems to get tired a little bit. LeBron James especially, he has to work really hard, obviously, and he's the catalyst for the team pretty much in every way. So I think that the game 1 rest situation, or the rest factor, is actually going to probably favor Cleveland. I also think that the Kevin Durant... LeBron on Kevin Durant, likely. I mean, that's the smart choice, and likely will be the choice that they make. Could pay off pretty well in game 1, most specifically. That's the best case scenario for LeBron, in my opinion, to be able to shut down Kevin Durant. And so at a plus 265, I actually like the Cavs at a plus 265 there. I think I'll put a dollar or two on them there. I don't like that nearly as much as I like the Cavaliers, or the Warriors minus 265 or whatever for the series. But that's pretty good. 310. I don't think it should be a 3-1 odds on game 1. I do think that the series, the adjustments will be made and stuff like that. I do kind of wonder what type of an impact the lack of Steve Kerr being there is going to affect it. It's pretty tough to tell at this point. So far, it hasn't affected them, seemingly at all. In this type of a chess match, though, I think that there may be more of a factor. It may be more of a factor. That's kind of where we're at there, though. All right, what else do we have here? NBA series props. How about this? This is like guaranteed money. The Golden State Warriors plus 1.5 games. So this is if the Cavs win in 6 or less. Yes, Cavs win in 6 or less. Minus 500. You could bet $1,000 on that. There's no chance that the Cavs win in 6 or less games. Minus 500 is not even that bad. I thought that would be like 1,000 or something like that. So that's something pretty easy to take there. I'm actually going to have to change my earlier statement, actually. I would have to say that the Warriors plus 1.5 games is going to have to be my favorite bet at minus 500. That's insane. That's literally free money. The minus 265 on the series, I mean, we could have a great, great series. There is the possibility of LeBron pulling some shit and going back there game 7. I can't imagine them winning twice as many games this series, though, as the Warriors. It really shouldn't be underestimated how much better the Warriors are this year than they were last year. The best player on their team wasn't even on their team last year when they were arguably the best team of all time. This team is arguably the greatest team that has ever been assembled. If they were to lose the finals by 2 games, that would be, to me, way, way, way worse than 5-1 odds. That's insane. So that's one of my favorite bets. And even on the other side, the Warriors minus 1.5 games, I'm looking at a minus 125. So that's pretty damn close to even odds on that. I think that the Warriors are probably going to win this series in either 5 or 6. So I think that the Warriors will either be up 2-0 or 1-1 going into Cleveland. I think they split in Cleveland. So going back to Golden State, it's either going to be 3-1 or it's going to be 2-2. If it's 3-1, it's going to end in 5 in Golden State. And if it's 2-2, I see Golden State winning the last 2 games. So a minus 125, I think that's pretty fair. And then that takes to the series prop, like exact pick. So Golden State in 5 games, we're looking at a plus 275. Not bad right there. I will probably do that. And then also hedge my bet with Golden State in 6 games, which is a plus 400, what I'm looking at right now, to finish in Cleveland. The last 2 NBA finals have ended on the other person's floor. In 2015, when the Warriors won their championship, they were a higher seed. They won in Game 6 in Cleveland, which is kind of what I see happening this year. And then just last year, we obviously remember LeBron and company went into Golden State Game 7 to get the win there. I'm not sure, there's tons of bets, there's tons of prop bets here as far as everything is concerned. I'm not really sure what else I like here. There's over-unders, there's all this crap. NBA Finals MVP. I'll just read them off, and this is going to be a tough one. LeBron is a plus 240. We have Kevin Durant a plus 190, plus 200 for Steph Curry. So they're basically going head to head. The obvious assumption is that the Warriors are the favorites. Blah 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 blah. They're the 2 best players. Obviously, with LeBron, if the Cavs win, it's pretty likely LeBron's going to win. So he's barely behind them. We have Draymond Green at a plus 600. I like that. Draymond Green has, if he has the same finals as last year, I mean, he was their best, he was their most valuable player on the, last year on their team. And Iguodala, actually, if you go back to 2015 when the Warriors did win, Iguodala actually won MVP because of the way that he played on LeBron defensively. And so that's kind of what we're expecting here from Draymond Green. You got Kyrie at a plus 1,200, looks pretty goddamn good. He's been killing it lately. Unstoppable scoring machine. They're going to try to put Klay Thompson on him, obviously. They're going to switch to get Steph Curry on him. He's going to light Steph Curry on fire. He's going to play so goddamn good. I actually think he's going to play probably better than Steph Curry is this finals. It just kind of, if Steph Curry's probably going to be the champion, so we're kind of looking at that. But I think Kyrie Irving, a plus 1,200, also not bad at all. While it's way more likely that LeBron's going to win the NBA or win the MVP award if the Cavs win, it's not a 6-1 against that, in my opinion. It's like a 3-1 or 2-1 against that for Kyrie Irving. So I think they're giving him a long shot odds, kicking the nuts. And I say that's probably not a bad idea either. I'm probably going to lay off of all of it just because of how fucking weird it is. There's too many superstars in the goddamn 7 All-Stars. 7 All-Stars out of 30 or whatever it is, 20 some odd in just this series alone. Too much to fucking handle. I'm excited. I hope everybody else is. So those are the picks. Let's recap these. Let's go ahead and take NBA series price, Golden State minus 265. Let's pair that with Golden State plus 1.5 games at minus 500. Golden State minus 1.5 games at minus 125. And we're going to take the Cavaliers game 1 money line plus 265. All right, motherfuckers. You enjoyed those picks? I've been thinking about them for 7 days. I'm going to enjoy them. I'm super fucking excited, a little bit nervous. But it's going to be fun. Until later, I love you.